Welcome back to another episode of Franchise Mode that I am not so happy to present. As you may be able to see, the first thing here you'll see is that we are currently in week 16, but you didn't see week 14 and you didn't see week 15. That's because I've probably had the worst week of making Franchise Mode videos in my life. I've been doing this for 4 years now. For 4 years I've been making a Franchise Mode series, and this is the first time where I've ever lost footage permanently. It just won't export, some of it's just completely lost. But I've managed to get some of the touchdowns of the first two games. I say some of the touchdowns. I managed to get all of the touchdowns of the games. They're kind of there, but it's no way I can rescue it to make full commentaries on. There's no sound. It's not the best quality because I had to record it off of my own screen. But let's get into what I've got here. So the first game against the Packers. It's important to know that we need to win basically every single one of these games if we want to make the playoffs. And the Packers start strong here with a touchdown. Straight a big run through the middle, and then we managed to get something here. This isn't the touchdown, this is just a big catch that set up the touchdown from Godwin, and then the pitch out to Guys. He had absolutely no one near him, strolls into the end zone, and that pretty much ends there. This game ended 13-10, so not too much missed there. I'll quickly refer to the how many times I played these games. That's usually due to lost connections. I've shown that in the previous games as well, just in case anyone's watching this one for the first time and wondering what is going on there. So we move on to the next game. This is a bigger one against the Vikings, and we start with the touchdown straight away from Guys. So we start with a touchdown, a slow clap there for all the lost footage, and then the Vikings get a go, and Dalvin Cook just straight up the middle again, like with the Packers. It's not actually a weakness. If you saw the full game, we're doing pretty well defensively, actually. Obviously, the last game was 13-10, but Dalvin Cook goes straight up the middle there for a touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 20, and Smith looks the way of Mike Evans, who, by the way, in this game went absolutely crazy. 3rd and 2 out to Stephon Diggs. The score right now 14-7, but Diggs is about to tie it up at 14 apiece. He gets into the end zone and does exactly that. So now, still in the first half here, a back shoulder throw to Mike Evans for a great touchdown, his 2nd touchdown. 1st and goal from the 6th. Another nice throw to Mike Evans for his 3rd touchdown. He had something like 260 receiving yards in this game. It was insane, and this was a good game. It finished 28-20, so a couple of extra field goals flying around for the Vikings, but nothing else. And so we come to the final two games where we still probably need to win out if we want to guarantee a wild card place. So we're playing against the Chiefs, and this is a need-to-win game if we want to make it into the playoffs and if we want to have that full hour-long playoff commentary video. And we start strong against the Chiefs. A great run here from Nelson. We decided we're just going to run the ball against them. We ended up getting a whole bunch of rushing yards against them, split between the two running backs. Darius Geis there stopped just short of the end zone, and then on 1 yard line trying to give him something here, but has to go a little bit too wide. Doesn't get anything there, just loses 5 yards. We get the ball back on the ground again though. Walter Nelson putting that one into the end zone for his first career rushing touchdown. It's week 16 and we finally got him in the end zone. So the Chiefs here looking to do something, but Murphy Bunting comes up with an interception. A turnover there, so we get the ball back on the ground again with Darius Geis finding a little bit space to the side there. 2nd and 3, finding more space. Again, they really are struggling against this run, and we are taking full advantage of it, settling for a field goal here. We missed the extra point as well, so now we've only got 9 points. But the Chiefs now looking to get started on offense after a slow start, and David almost had an interception there, but Tyreek Hill manages to catch the ball instead and gets the positive yardage out of it and a first down. And then on 1st and 10, they run the ball against us. They did this a lot in this game as well. It ended up being just both of us running the ball against each other a lot, and Patrick Mahomes there getting into the end zone. Eric Berry seemed to just be frozen in place. 3rd and 8, trying to throw the ball here, and we get sacked instead. Alex Smith goes down. And that is the last you will see of this game, because this is the point where we started to have problems. This is where we lost the previous 2 games worth of recordings, because Elgato just started to have a complete massive meltdown. And I played the rest of this game. You can see me here trying to go back in at 7-9. It didn't get cut out of this. I just quit the game at one point because I was trying to deal with these other problems which came up whilst I was recording. Just proving here that I didn't, at any point quit and jump back in, because we did end up winning this game. We ended up winning this game in ridiculous fashion that I can't show you because this recording is entirely gone. The first time in 4 years I've ever lost a whole recorded game. Well, technically it had, almost all of the first quarter in it. But I can't believe it. It finished with a game-winning field goal with not much time to spare whatsoever. As a matter of fact, it was, as time expired, the field goal was kicked. We just managed to get down the field into field goal position in a tied game. The game finished 39-36. It was a complete and utter shootout unfortunately, it is lost forever. And I want to mention, you are not currently looking at a screenshot. This is a rolling video of the entire time after I pressed resume game. This never resumed, by the way, just cut out of this and I had to come back at a later point again. My internet is terrible. For some reason, my recording program has also decided to join the internet and be terrible at the same time, but we can move straight into this game against the Denver Broncos, which is here in its entirety. The most important game of the season, luckily, because we need to win this game to make it into the playoffs. Now, technically, actually, we could lose if the other teams lose, but you don't know if they do that until the game is over, so we need to win this game. And right now, it's Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback for the Broncos, looking on 3rd and 10, and gets absolutely nothing there. So now our offense gets a chance. 3rd and 6, Alex Smith finding Chris Godwin, making a man miss, getting tackled just shy of the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, and I've got to tell you, it feels good to be commentating over a full game as he throws for Godwin, who makes the catch there in some heavy traffic. 1st and 10, again giving the ball to Nelson, who's made a nice run there. Nelson coming on strong at the end of this season, a little bit late for the rookie, but now he's getting his chances, making the most of them as Darius Geis takes over and takes the ball into the end zone for his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. And we start this most important game with a touchdown and allow a big pass there as the Broncos come back on offense. Teddy Bridgewater, of course, not a bad quarterback. Philip Lindsay, a decent running back, but Eric Berry, a very good safety who gets the interception there, makes 3 Broncos players miss. One of them was Philip Lindsay, and Eric Berry looking to take this one into the end zone, showboating, almost risking losing the ball there, but getting into the end zone, 13-0 as we missed another field goal, but straight away afterwards, Lavonte David with an interception, taking advantage of Teddy Bridgewater right now, 2 picks in a row. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Darius Geis getting the ball, running strong, just shy of the 1st down. 2nd and inches. Smith now with some time to throw, finds Darius Geis. We don't see him coming out of the backfield often, but he does a decent job there. 3rd and 6, giving the ball back to him. Unfortunately, Von Miller would not be blocked and stops him there. So now 1st and 10, and Philip Lindsay with a big run up the middle. I mentioned him because we've got to look out for him. He's a very good running back, but nothing there for Teddy Bridgewater as he is sacked by Trent Murphy. 3rd and 16 now from the 37, and a big no, it's not a completion as it was Justin Evans coming downhill and jarred that ball out. 2nd and 9 now for Geis making one man miss, spinning around. Nice 1st down run from him. 1st and 10, and Smith is looking to throw with a little bit of pressure, getting it out to Chris Godwin, who makes one man miss. Chris Godwin now down the sideline. A little glitch in reality helping him, and he's stopped just shy of the goal line. Maybe a dive could have got him in, but a pitch now to Darius Geis, who's got space, and he dives into the end zone, learning from Chris Godwin's mistake, and he gets that touchdown. The score now 23-0 as Philip Lindsay is stopped in the backfield there. 5 minutes left in this first half. 3rd and 11 going deep downfield, getting his receiver. Vernon Hargrove's trying to play the ball there. Probably should have played the receiver. 3rd and 6 now from just outside the red zone, going into the end zone to Matthews for the touchdown. Now a member of the Broncos and scoring touchdowns. 1st and 10, finding O.J. Howard for the 1st down and plenty more as he trucks over one, gets tackled by another defender on 2nd and 2. A draw play here for Darius Geis, who tries to set up some blocks and picks up a lot of yards on that run. 1st and 10 now from the 26 after that run, looking for Mike Evans, and that pass is broken up. 2nd and 10 from that same position. Smith looking to go over the middle again for Chris Godwin, and that pass is broken up again. So now a 3rd try, looking to throw again, going to Mike Evans again, and Mike Evans fights through the first tackle attempt and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 3rd time's a charm, and now we're up 30-7. There's a little glitch again there. Lavonte David using that to get the sack. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line, and a completion to Mike Evans. A nice completion there, and that gets him hot, but he won't be able to do anything about it right now as we have to kick a field goal as time expires. But we'll get the ball to start the second half, and Mike Evans enters the second half in the zone as he gets a catch there and takes it for a 1st down. It means if he's got any one-on-one coverage, he should be coming down with the ball. 1st and 10, Smith rolling out, looking for Evans here. He makes the catch, and that's all that she wrote there. 33-7 still the score. We didn't manage to get anything from it. The Broncos back with the ball, getting a 1st down there. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line, and it's a completed pass, and they got the ball at the 14. 2nd and 10, looking to throw a screen here. We just didn't react to it very quickly, and Philip Lindsay picks up a 1st down. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Philip Lindsay stopped in the backfield there, dropped for a loss of 2, and he is injured. and that'll be a big loss for the Broncos. 3rd and goal. Bridgewater with plenty of time, too much time. He's able to find his receiver at the back of the end zone. It was Sutton, and now we go to Darius Geis on the ground, who just weaves around a lot of players and picks up a big first down to the 43-yard line. And again, back to Geis again here, and he's stumbling over his own blockers, getting another first down. This Geis again on the ground. They're just unable to stop him right now, so why should we stop using him? And we literally don't, as Geis keeps going, gets into the end zone for a touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. 40-14 the score right now. If this isn't making a statement about our hopes in the playoffs, I don't know what else we could be doing, as the Broncos get a completed pass there, and now they're looking to get back into the end zone, but will it do much? They don't even get the first down there as Jamel Dean makes the stop. And I should mention, as the 4th quarter rolled in, we switched to pretty much 2nd-tier players in every single position. We are saving our starters for the playoffs now, as Peyton Barber picks up a first down there, and now it's Asher, the rookie quarterback, and he throws that one wide of his receiver. 3rd and inches, and, well, we lose a connection there. Just want to show that, just in case, well, I really don't know. I just want to highlight how terrible my internet is, as the Broncos get a first down there. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Bridgewater stepping up in the pocket, finding his receiver for another first down. And this is a bit of a statement for the defense to make here. We shouldn't be allowing this even with some of our secondary players, as we almost had a chance there as the 2-minute warning rolls in. 3rd and 4 now from the 19-yard line. Bridgewater throwing to the right, and it's Carlton Davis III making an interception. He usually starts for us in the slot position anyway, but he gets it there. But it was on the 1-yard line. We tried to run out of the end zone, and Von Miller stops us for a safety. So the score 40-16. The Broncos just stat padding here in garbage time, but Edwards coming down forces that out. It's a rookie cornerback, Gresham, who picks it up. Can he take this one all the way back? That'd be a nice way to end his season. He does not. And that is the end of the game. And we see we've got some upgrades for some pretty big players here. OJ Howard going up to an 88 overall with that upgrade. And as we move on, we see we did make the playoffs. I think as long as we won that game, it was guaranteed. But we'll be playing against the Los Angeles Rams in the wild card playoff game. So now we're going to take a look at the end of season stats and awards to finish off this video, because we've got plenty of time for it thanks to those missing games. And I still really can't get over it. But let's get into the stats. So, Alex Smith ended up with 3,700 passing yards. Not a bad number for a guy that, you know, was typically a game manager before he came to us and was injured. 26-24, it's not the best. Some of these came late in the season. We just started maybe getting lazy, stupid, I don't know what it was. But he played pretty efficiently. I'll give him that. 61% completion percentage. Not bad. Then rushing, Darius Geis, 1,100 yards. Maybe not as many as we may have wanted to have. In all honesty, I think we need to take a look at how long we play games for, but that's not immersive. So, 12 touchdowns, however, and then 378 yards for Walter Nelson isn't bad either. Nelson definitely could have been used a lot more, but was only drafted because he was the best player available, and we felt we had to take him, and, well, obviously he's not turned out badly for us. Maybe we can use him more next year. As we move on to receiving, where I'm expecting, obviously, big numbers. 1,300 yards for Mike Evans, 9 touchdowns on the year. 1,209 yards for Chris Godwin, 7 touchdowns. 578 yards for OJ Howard, 4 touchdowns. 389 yards for Josh Gordon, 4 touchdowns. In all honesty, I think we need to think about moving Josh Gordon, not because he's not good, but because he's just taking away, you know, targets and receptions from OJ Howard, really, who could be on a similarly ridiculous pace as these two guys. Nice to get Mike Evans into big 1,000 numbers, as we accidentally missed getting 1,000 yards within the last season because he was injured in the last game. Blocking, we don't care about. Defense, this is going to be where some interesting numbers are. Let's take a look at the total tackles. Lavonte David, how dare I talk about maybe having to replace him. 120 tackles leading the team. Devin White right next to him, 119. And then 104 for Eric Berry, not bad either. Maybe we need to bring him back because he stepped up late in this season as well. Let's see how he does in the playoffs before we think about re-signing him. Justin Evans doing well as well with 93 tackles. The sacks are crazy because Lavonte David really is just doing absolutely everything on this defense. 12 sacks for Trent Murphy, that's a nice number. Then the next highest is 11 from Lavonte David, only 5 from Noah Spence, and then obviously dropping Raheem Lindsley in his few games that he played for us this season. Got 3 sacks, that's not bad at all. On to interceptions, Lavonte David leading or tied for leading the team with 3, so is Eric Berry. We really need to think about bringing Eric Berry back. Sean Murphy-Bunting with 3 interceptions as well. That was a nice second year. Devin White with 2. Carlton Davis with 2. 1. And that, I think, spells the end for Vernon Hargraves. He's not doing badly. 72 tackles is a big number for cornerbacks as well, but 1 interception when Carlton Davis, who really isn't bad either, has 2. maybe we think about the fact that we can move on from him. That is the plan anyway. Let's take a look at forced fumbles. I don't know what this will look like. 3 for Lavonte David. He's just leading in every single category. It's ridiculous that I ever talked about maybe needing to let him go. His overall did drop a little bit, but he's more than made up for that towards the end of the season. Eric Berry, Justin Evans, Trent Murphy, Cal Nassib, and Mike Edwards getting 1 each as well. Recoveries were a little irrelevant to us. Let's take a look at safeties. We had 3 of them this year. Justin Evans, Cal Nassib, and Vernon Hargraves. Touchdowns, we had a couple of those as well. 2 for Eric Berry, 1 for Justin Evans, 1 for Lavonte David, and 1 for Noah Spence. So this is a category Lavonte doesn't bleed in, but still is here in. And that pretty much finishes it, because there's nothing else to see with those numbers, really. Unfortunately, we don't have a good kick returner. But those are the stats. Let's take a look at the awards to see if anything happened here. I just wanted to quickly jump back to the weekly awards for Mike Evans. 18 receptions, which is, I think, tied for 3rd best all-time in a single game, or was it 4th or 5th? I can't remember. 260 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. And then, funnily enough, it was the game we played against the Vikings, and Xavier Rhodes, a cornerback, also made it in. Not sure that works, but he did get an interception. And now we take a look at the yearly awards. That's where we really want to be taking a look. And the NFL MVP is Deshaun Watson. Now, I don't expect to see anybody here, and we don't. Coach of the Year, to be fair, that would have been a fair shout, because we probably did better than was expected. We get in 10th place. But let's take a look at the NFC, because that's where we play. Offensive Player of the Year, nowhere to be seen. Fair enough. Defensive Player of the Year, Lavonte David. Oh my, I really didn't expect to see this. Lavonte David winning Defensive Player of the Year. That makes me so happy. I don't think I can't remember ever having a Defensive Player of the Year, and I can't think of ever getting one that deserves it more than Lavonte David. Incredible, and I hope that will help his XP as well, and let us get him a little bit higher if age starts to. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Walter Nelson. For what? Honestly, for what? Maybe Eddie Beckham and Alan Collins are terrible. Well, they've got terrible names. I don't know if they are terrible. Walter Nelson somehow getting Offensive Rookie of the Year for doing pretty much close to nothing, 380 rushing yards on the season. I mean, he did okay returning, but really doesn't deserve that. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Patrick Kerr. Did we even have a Defensive Rookie that I can think of? No. I'm pretty well, of course, Raheem Lindsley, but not expecting much from him there. Best quarterback, we're not in the conversation. We didn't expect to be. Best running back, could have been, aren't even in the conversation. Number 10, that is not fair. Darius Guys is better than that, but I guess we just don't run the ball. I guess we don't move the ball enough on offense. I think we just need more time in games. Best wide receiver, to be fair, being in 3rd and 4th place behind Michael Thomas and Julio Jones, you'll take that anytime. And when you've got 2 of your receivers behind them and ahead of Davante Adams, it's very nice. Best O-line, I didn't expect it. We're still pretty bad. Ellie Marpet's pretty decent and is up there. Best defensive line, no. Be funny if Raheem Lindsley managed to get in here with his cameo of a couple of games. Best linebacker, of course, is Lavonte David. Better than Khalil Mack, did you know? And best DB, didn't expect it. Don't expect to see anybody here. Oh, actually, Eric Berry, yeah, he did play well. Surprisingly, he was actually, then when I suddenly considered his numbers, was a bit surprised. Best kicker, I doubt it. But what a great turnout for our players. Defensive Player of the Year, Lavonte David. Incredible. I'm very, very happy with that. I don't need to take a look at the team stats because we're pretty bad. Apart from on defense, that's basically the way it always goes. Good on defense, bad on offense. I think that just means we need to spend more time in games because we don't allow a lot of yards and we don't, get a lot of yards. That's the end of this episode. The next episode you watch will be the wild card playoff game. And now, regardless of whether we win or whether we lose, this will be a full game commentary, and I expect that if you're at the end of this video, that probably interests you. I will be taking every single play of this game, some extended replays and everything like that, and I will be doing a potentially hour-long commentary, I'm guessing 40 plus minutes at the very least, over the whole thing. For Christmas Day, Christmas morning it'll be uploaded because with my internet will not be able to get it up any quicker because I've been struggling with this darn episode the entire time, trying to get through with that, but hopefully I'll be able to make up for it with that playoff game. Do we go further? I have no idea. 10-5 won, 10-5 won both teams. It'll be an interesting matchup. Now we've taken some pretty bad losses in, this season, but we've also had some pretty big wins, so it'll be interesting to see. I'll stop this video here now so it's got a chance of uploading in even half a decent time. Thanks for watching.